Welcome back to Financial Independence 101. This is Mike, and Thursday we're going to see the first of two presidential debates. Now, this is going to be hosted by CNN, and then, of course, they are setting it up to give a major advantage to the Democrats, to Joe Biden, because, of course, that's what mass media does. For the most part, they serve the same people that the Democrats serve, so they help the Democrats out in every way, shape, or form. Now, this is still going to be a massive win for Trump. Trump is going to annihilate Biden because if you just look at records, the numbers speak for themselves. But there's a lot more to talk about. It's almost a shame and an embarrassment of exactly how Biden is preparing for this versus how Trump's preparing for this. And as there's any question of who has their mental capacity and ability to lead the country, I mean, it's very obvious right here. We'll talk about all of the answers that are going to be spoon-fed to Joe. Yes, he's going to probably have that flesh-colored earpiece in, be spoon-fed answers. CNN has threatened any YouTubers or streamers to not comment on the live presidential debate. Generally, they live stream, and as the debate is going on, they're a little face in the corner of the debate, and they're telling you what they think about it as it goes. Well, this is going to be one of those things that, of course, if you're a liberal streamer, YouTuber, they're probably not going to mess with you. If you are a conservative, you believe in freedom and low taxes, and you don't want to see massive rampant inflation, and you don't want to see high energy prices, they're going to destroy your channel with copyright strikes. They've already threatened it. But we're going to discuss this debate. I'm going to give you some things to look at. If you're watching it on Thursday, then you can look at these things that I point out. If you don't plan to watch it, I suggest you do. Because, I mean, if you live in the country, then maybe you want to be part of what's going on here. But anyway, we'll talk about this and more coming up. So we're going to start with this, and of course they go through all the rules and all this kind of stuff. If you look at the bottom, it's only going to be Biden and Trump. They have specifically left out RFK, which that actually is not acceptable. Really, it's not acceptable to leave out another party, an independent candidate that is actually giving a little bit of traction or friction to at least Joe Biden. But they've left him out completely because they just want to avoid Kennedy. And this is a Democrat CNN discussion. They've made that decision. CNN made that decision. Now, looking at the debate rules, they will include 2 commercial breaks. According to the network, the campaign staff may not interact with their candidate during that time. No, they'll have a direct earpiece in Joe Biden. They don't need to worry about that, right? Both candidates agree to appear at a uniform podium, and their podium positions will be determined by a coin flip. Well, actually, it's already been predetermined that Biden is going to be on the right side of the stage. Microphones will be muted throughout the debate, except for the candidate whose turn it is to speak. Now, I can predict that Trump will probably have his microphone muted during his allocated time to speak at least once, if not twice. And we can time this. So I'm going to be timing how much time Trump gets to speak and how much time Biden gets to speak. Because we do know that when it comes to Democrats, if they're involved in anything, the word fair has never applied. At the end there, while no props or pre-written notes will be allowed on the stage, candidates will be given a pen, a pad of paper, and a bottle of water. Now, here's the thing. How is Biden preparing for this? A whole week of not being the president. He's got the week off of being the president. And I guess Jill is taking his spot while he's out and prepping at Camp David, preparing with 12 aides, 12 advisors, doing mock debates. It's comical. While Trump is just on the campaign trail being Trump on a daily basis. So there's a big difference here. What questions is he anticipating being asked? Oh, he's being anticipated. He's anticipating the exact questions he will be asked. And he will go over them 5 or 6 times a day, how he'll respond to those softball questions that are catered to make him look good. And then the questions that go to Trump will be catered to make Trump look bad. It's very easy. It's going to be very transparent. And I'm going to watch that. And I'm going to enjoy seeing that. Because I know that's going to happen. And it always happens. Now, if Biden rehearsing his response to the question that was already pre-given to him at Camp David, and he rehearsed it, 5 times a day for 5 days, 25 times of rehearsing his response, and he still can't quite get it right. Look for the little earpiece he's going to have in there, his flesh-colored earpiece, and look for any gestures of his head moving slightly, or maybe his hand wanting to go to it because he can't quite hear it well enough. He wants to push it in a little bit more, or he's scratching his ear, or something along those lines that's going to be a very obvious gesture that he has something in his ear and he's being spoon-fed. The answer is because, of course, fair doesn't matter to Democrats. I want to get back to CNN. Now, this is always something that when you're threatened with a copyright strike, you pay attention. You pay attention. And it's stuff like this, as American citizens losing their own freedoms to actually talk about something in real time. So you have to wait till it's over, or maybe you can make your own live stream and have it playing on your TV and you can say blow by blows. I don't know how they're going to be doing it. The technologically advanced ones will have to be sitting it out. But, here's the thing. Why on earth is it that one of the other things that's going on that CNN says that they're not allowing an audience? They're actually not allowing an audience in there because audiences are so much more favorable to Donald Trump. And Biden just gets boos or no cheers or no applause. And see, if you watch YouTube, you can also see that the reason that you no longer get to see the dislikes is because Biden, every time Biden spoke, there was a video showing just something Biden did, it would get a ton of dislikes. Looking at this picture, 111,000 dislikes to 17,000 dislikes. And generally the ones I was seeing that they were actually trying to cover all this up. And the only way that YouTube could figure out how to cover this up for the Democrat Party is to just hide all the dislikes. And so the reason you don't see dislikes is because of Joe Biden. And just to be honest, this didn't happen to Obama. Obama didn't get this level of dislike, and he was a Democrat. But it's Biden, and I don't have anything against Biden as a person. I just don't like the policies. Don't like one policy that's been passed by this guy. And so with that, neither does America. So what is this debate going to look like? You're going to see Donald Trump standing on his own 2 feet, and he's going to be talking about what he talks about on the campaign trail. In fact, this will literally be a Trump rally, televised Trump rally, and there'll be a lot of Democrats that'll be there to hear it. And a lot of Democrats are not going to agree with the truth, the facts that we were more energy independent back then, before 2021. And now we're paying we were paying $4 a gallon of gas. Now that we're in a financial depression, we are paying $2.75 is what I was paying my last one. But that's because of the economy being so bad. So the economy was stronger under Trump. Economy is extremely weak under Biden. Gas prices, Biden is setting goals to hit $8 a gallon gas, but can't do it because the economy's too bad. The demand has been shut off. And then the goal is also like $1,000 electric bills and to shut down any fossil fuel power plants and to force everybody to buy electric cars, which are going to be a huge burden on the already underproductive grid. The grid barely can supply what we need. I mean, there's so many bad policies that you're standing there, and the guy on the left is fixing the problems in America, and the guy on the right is screwing them all up. You're going to talk about immigration, and of course, Biden didn't do a darn thing about immigration until like 3 weeks ago. And then what he said was, we're doing it, but we're not doing it, but we're doing it, but we're not doing it, but I'm putting down this order, but I'm not. It's ridiculous. It's nobody in the world believes anything's changed, and the flow's still flowing. So with all of that, you're going to see good policies from Donald Trump and Biden trying to defend fake policies. You're also going to see Trump pointing out that Biden talks about inflation. He says he was left with 9.1%, but that didn't happen until late 2022. So, I mean, all of these false numbers that Biden's been saying, Trump's going to call it out. Now, I don't watch much CNN, but I don't even care about this point. But so many people have pointed it out to me that I figure I might as well bring it up. But Jake Tapper, I guess he's someone at CNN. He's supposed to be the guy, the moderator of this debate, is what I'm hearing. And again, I just don't care. But people point out that he makes a lot of negative comments about Trump, about the GOP, and a lot of that kind of stuff. I watched one of his videos, and it just kind of is consistent with people are saying. Again, I don't care anything about this guy, and after this debate, I'll probably never see another. I'll never see him again. I'll never see a video of him again, probably. So, I mean, it just doesn't bother me at all. But it is one of those things that this is just another thing, another point that is unfair. And Trump's used to it. So, Trump's used to it. He's going to handle it, and he's going to dominate. And I got to tell you that I'm liking Trump more and more and more the more these people go after him. I mean, when people, not this guy, just Tapper guy, but Democrats in general, when I don't like their policies and they don't like Trump, well, there's something there because Trump's anti every one of their policies. Anyway, I'll be there. The world will be watching. I'll be watching. We'll all be watching this debate. I hope if you don't plan on watching it, please tune in and care. Even if you don't like freedom, you don't like low energy prices, you don't like low inflation, being able to afford things, if you don't like low taxes, if you like that 45% tax rate Biden's planning, if you don't want low electricity bills, if you're happy with $1,000 electricity bill that's coming to you 2025, if you're happy with all that kind of stuff, still tune in. I mean, still tune in and see if we can fix all these problems. But let me know in the comments below if you're going to be watching this, and if it's too crazy, I'll make a video literally right afterwards with all my thoughts. But like and subscribe, or dislike. I mean, a lot of people probably will. Financial Independence out.